everyone. It's Bronnie here again for another day in Bronnie's world, and it's the second Sunday of 2023. So that makes it 1,060 days if I have my maths right. But you know, guys, I always look it up before I put the little prelim up, so I will let you know. Well, how exciting. Yesterday, our only daughter turned 34. Yeah, I know. I'm going to mention it again, Mindy. And tomorrow, our fourth grandson turns 5. And I'm so excited today. I know, look, like, what has this got to do with Spiritual Sunday? But I'm really excited and happy within my heart, because today our eldest son, who lives in Tasmania and we haven't seen since my 60th birthday in October 2019, due to all this craziness, mostly, he arrives today with his son who turns 5 tomorrow. So they're on their way. I'm not sure what time they're going to get here today, but anyway, this mom has a heart that is full today. I'm very excited to see them all. And guys, no, I'm not I'm not killing the fatted calf. Was one, I don't have one. So what's that got to do with Spiritual Sunday? And why am I outside here in front of our banana plantation? Well, guys, believe it or not, it has actually been pouring with rain most of yesterday, most of today, overnight, on and off. In fact, it was only pouring with rain just a short while ago, and the sun has now come out. What a glorious day that it is. Beautiful. It could be raining, pouring with rain any moment again. Who would know? So I thought I'd take this opportunity, come out and just share a little bit of Spiritual Sunday with you. I decided to get on, different hats, because you kind of thought, does Bronnie only have one hat? No, she has many, because I love my hats. I love this time of year when I can put them on, especially summery type hats. Anyway, so what's that got to do with Spiritual Sunday? A lot actually. What I want to ask you this question: what fills your heart? What lifts your soul, your spirit, that is within you? Guys, this last few years, and it's actually been longer than that, but these last few years in particular, it has been brought home to a great many of you how much evil is in this world and how much control others try to have over us. And I've had people say to me, oh, but God controls us. God does this, God does that. He's, the greatest controller. Well, no, not really. Because, one thing God gave us, and he's the only one who gave it to us. He gave us freedom. He gave us true freedom of choice. Okay, you can choose to follow the messages that God gives you, that he places on your heart. And, he probably places things in your heart and your soul and your mind that you have no idea where they're coming from. But if you're in tune with God, and if your spirit is pure and true, and it doesn't even have to be completely pure, let me tell you, you will get those messages. And I shared yesterday, writing-wise, in a little post I put up for our daughter last night, how our second son came to me one morning when I was probably about 6 months pregnant, and he said to me, Mummy, I had a dream last night. God came to me in my dream, in my sleep, when I was sleeping, and he told me that we were going to have a little baby girl. The for the baby was going to be a girl. And, you know, back then you didn't have an ultrasound, and you know, ultrasounds were only ever done if they thought there was an issue, a medical issue. And you rarely ever found out the sex of your baby before that baby was born. So what does a mum say to her little one who comes, because he was 4. Anyway, you know, when they come to you so adamant, he was as adamant and as certain as the day. You know, he was absolutely convinced, and I have no doubt in my mind at all that God did speak to him, and God did. So obviously he'd asked and he'd wondered, and the boys had already decided if Mummy had a girl, what we were going to call her. So, you know, to have this reassurance and stuff. And I have no doubt in my mind that God spoke to him and God gave him that message. But as a mum who's had 3 boys, and the good Lord knew that we were praying for a girl, but we would have been happy and blessed with whatever God gave us, because we always believed that God would give us the child that we thought, you know, the sex of the child that he thought we should have, needed, and so forth. That's how we approach things. So, you know, I had to find a way to say to my son, without putting any doubt in his mind, you know, how happy I was that God spoke to him, and just let him know that that was so beautiful and glorious, and how wonderful it was that he had that message from God. And let's see, you know, we could see if that's what it, yeah, that would be through it. It was really difficult. It really was hard. So I didn't want to discourage him, but I didn't want him to be also disappointed if it happened to be another boy. But he was adamant. So I just loved him. That, oh, that's wonderful. You know, I just had to encourage him that what God had put on his heart was true, and not discourage him. I didn't say, oh, well, you know, well, what happens if it's the boy? I didn't say any of that. I just encouraged him and thanked him for what he said, and kept that within my heart. And when God did bless us with our daughter, it just, we went into shock. I can tell you now, we went into shock, because, you know, we'd had 3 boys. We didn't want to get our hopes up, but our hopes were kind of up because of that dream, that message from God through our second son. But, you know, it's still a shock. It's still a shock after 3 boys. I mean, we had to keep checking that it was a girl that we had. But anyway, she's a blessing and a great joy to our heart, as are our 3 boys, as are our 5 grandsons. And now we only have 1 granddaughter, and she's also a January baby, but a little further down the thing. Anyway, what has it got to do with Spiritual Sunday? It's got a lot, because, you know, family is important, and how we help our children understand, especially when they have no doubt, because I have no doubt in my mind that our children are closer in touch with God than most adults. Their innocence, you know, Jesus says to us, God says to us, you know, to come with the innocence of a child to him. You know, that is the knowledge we have. That's what we, you know, have to have, an open mind, and stop putting all these different spins on things to suit our own agenda. Okay? Come with the innocence of a child to him, and you will learn and grow and be all that he wanted you to be. And I know that I am still not all that God had wanted me to be, and that he has great plans for me. And every day I'm looking to him to help to open my eyes, to unfold what it is that he wants for me. I know he wants great things for me, and I know I haven't plugged into them all as I should. So I just want to encourage you to lift your heart, open your hearts, your mind to the possibilities that God has given you. He gives us opportunities every day. And if we don't take them, we lose them. And I know there have been days when there's been opportunities there and I've missed it. I have been too scared to take that step and ask, or to grab that opportunity through my own fear of insecurity and not having the confidence that I need to take that step to ask you. You know, it may be that I need to ask you a question, to ask you to take hold of an opportunity that I have for you. Okay? Because opportunities that come to me, I often have to pass on to you, and for you to grow so that I can grow, so others can grow. We all have our part. No man is an island unto himself. As much as you might want to be, we are not. We all need each other. And what's good like that? I mean, he gave, Adam. He saw Adam was lonely. He saw Adam needed a mate. He needed someone, and he gave him Eve. So he knew that it was not good for man to be alone. All right, well, that's all I have for you today here in Bronnie's world. Out here, actually, I better get inside because there's another dark cloud coming over again, and there's a bit of a chill in the air again. Now, told you. That's just how it is. All right, so this spiritual Sunday, I hope you have been enjoying the little bits of hymns and things that I have put up, just things that came to my heart today, and enjoying them. If there's something you'd like to hear, let me know. If you are looking for an opportunity, a way to get closer to the Lord, just someone to talk to, anything, if you are struggling, let me know. Let's have a chat. We're here for each other. That's what we need to be. So here in Bronnie's World, I'll ask you all really nicely to stay safe, stay informed, be empowered, but do not live in fear, my friends, because when you have the Lord on your side, when you have God in your heart, the Spirit of the Lord within you, you too will be powerful, beautiful, brilliant, and most definitely very brave. God bless you all, and I'll catch you again tomorrow here in Bronnie's World. I'm so excited. I have no idea what time my son and grandson are going to arrive today, or our son and grandson. My husband gets a little upset when I say my, but he says my too. Anyway, but I have lots to do before they come, and I got to keep going and trying to get this up for you as quick as I can, because it takes a little time sometimes to upload. I don't know why. Yeah, I do. But anyway, it's the internet. And I'm going inside now because the sun might be out in one spot, but there's a big dark cloud right over top of me now. God bless. Love you, and catch you again tomorrow here in Bronnie's World. And thank you for all those messages to my daughter, and thank you for dropping by to check out Bronnie's World. And let me see if I can stop this recording. Love you. Bye for now.